Okay guys, so tonight, as you know, it's the last night of our college retreat and the last night of the last college retreat we're ever going to go to. So tonight we're going to play our favorite game, Heads Up. Okay, now wait, I know that many of you know the rules, but let's just explain it just in case there's people who are newer, we have visitors and stuff. So again, we're gonna choose a category, we're gonna flash up words, I'm gonna see the words, and I'm gonna act them out for you, and then you guys have to guess. So we're gonna choose the theme, things we're learning on the retreat. Okay, so these are gonna be for those people who, have, those good notes, if you remember, because this is how we're gonna get these answers right. Okay, so you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
I was born ready.
God, promise. Lord. Mine. Do not.
Ready?
And all your ways. Everywhere? Oh.
Lord.
In all your ways, God, Lord.
Straights.
Him.
He.
Acknowledge.
Acknowledge him.
Man, you're so good.
Lord.
He.
Lord.
Oh, yes.
Straight.
Walk.
Man, Wesley.
He will make your path straight.
Do not.
Okay. No. Be. Thinking.
Think.
Oh, wisdom. Wise. Not
In your eyes.
be not wise in your own eyes.
Scared.
Fear him.
Turn away.
Hurt yourself. Bandage.
Healing.
Oh, it will be healing to your bones.
Your
No. Drink. Refresh me.
Oh yeah.
And refresh your bones. And toes. Now be refreshment to your bones. Good job, AJ.
Oh, it's really stressful.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys all got it.
What?
Oh man, guys, Heads Up was so fun. What do you guys think of Settlers of Catan next? Yeah?
Yeah, totally fun. So fun. Honestly, guys, what do you guys think of the retreat so far? It's been good, right?
Yeah, it's really
Yeah, I'm having a blast right now.
No, guys, I'm sorry. I want to talk, but I'm really tired, so I'm just going to head out, and I'll see y'all tomorrow, okay?
Oh, really?
Alright.
Bye. Good night. Me too, guys. I'm sorry. I'm really tired.
Maybe you guys should walk back together.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Yeah, be careful, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Oh man, actually, guys, I'm starving, and I haven't had my quota of MSG at this retreat yet, so I'm gonna get some noodles. See you guys later.
You too.
Don't eat too much.
Alright.
I just wanted to become a surgeon, but now I want to become a doctor to go on a medical missionary. Yeah, same here. I wanted to become a lawyer, corporate law, but I think definitely focusing, helping the less fortunate, and really affect their lives more as a Christian.
Yeah, I guess for me it was a lot to take in, since I just became a new believer, but I think I'll just take it step by step, and it's kind of what the pastor mentioned, in trusting God and seeing where God leads me. I'm pretty sure I can find a somewhat stable job in engineering, but the rest we'll see where God leads, so.
Yeah, I was really convicted too. I mean, I'm looking into consulting, and I know that world is, pretty dark, and everyone's trying to climb the corporate ladder and trying to get to the top, and even compromising in things. But I think I really want to be a light in that world now. Yeah, it was fun. Good retreat, yeah. just want to taste the suburbs.
Come on, Brad.
Where did time go?
I don't know.
I think he's doubling down.
Yeah. Well, let me go check on him and then,
Yeah.
I want to be green. Okay.
Gosh, I have like a million things to do on my to-do list. And look at all this mail I need to go through. Ooh, what's this pretty little envelope? Exciting. Oh, it's a wedding invitation. Only if they knew what they were up for. Oh, Joe and Grace. Oh, Joe and Grace, I remember them. It was the good old days at church. I remember all the things I did with them. It was a nice time. They even lent me money when I was struggling to find a place, huh? I should go back to church. It'd be nice to get to see them. Oh, okay. Back to work. Work. How am I gonna get all this done in time? My boss is gonna totally take away my spot to be a partner in the inner circle with the big boys if I don't get this report in time. It took me a bajillion years to get to this position. I worked so hard, gave up all of my time, and all my promotions are gonna be for nothing if I don't get this in. Maybe I could just change this number right here and add a 0 and say this guy makes a bit more money than they really do. No biggie, right? Anyways, this is the sacrifice I need to make to further this company. They totally need me. Bobby has been driving me crazy. He complains about a million things that I don't do for him, and I can't ever trust him to do anything. I gotta do things myself. Oh, I am so close to divorcing this guy. I mean, I know I said I would never divorce the guy, but he's gonna totally drive me to the grave. He was such a catch. Like 2 years ago. Such a stud back then. Really driven and handsome. But what in the world happened? Anyways, where's this girl? I need my secretary. Jarvis? Jarvis!
Mr. Wu, the resident genius of the moment. Correctly. It's a procedure 310, not 11.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misread.
What's the
I'm so
point of looking like a nerd if you're gonna get everything wrong?
Oh, no, I thought I was doing the right thing, but I'm so sorry.
You are unbelievable. Where did we get you guys? What school did you go to?
UCLA.
Makes sense. Secondary school, secondary doctor.
Oh,
I can't believe how stupid these interns are. They work twice as hard as they did when I was in their position. Sometimes I'm amazed that they can walk and talk at the same time without falling over. Man, why are people so lazy? What's this? Joe and Grace are getting married? Whoa, I haven't seen them in over 10 years since the college retreat. Where has all the time gone? Though I'm not exactly where I thought I would be, I've done pretty well for myself, right? Sure, I had a rough start by failing the MCATs on my first go. After heeding my parents' advice, put church second, and put my career first, I aced the MCATs and got into every med school I applied to. Of course, I naturally decided to attend the highest ranking school I got into. Though I was leaving a solid church at home, I figured I could easily find another one once I moved. But man, school was so much harder than I had thought. Everyone was so smart. I realized I had to stop attending church altogether and focus 100% of my time on school. Man, I wish these interns had half the dedication that I did. Anyways, it was all worth it, right? I mean, look at where I am now. I'm on track to become chief resident. If I had stayed dedicated to the church like some of my old friends, I would never have become a stud doctor wearing this cool stethoscope. I tried the whole trust in God thing. I served like crazy at church. That took away all my time to study for the MCATs. I swore I would never make that mistake again. I need to do whatever I need to get where I want to go in life. People who put their trust in God to guide their careers are totally naive and foolish. If you truly want to be successful and happy in this life, you can only trust in yourself. Only the weak and lazy think differently. Why can't everyone be as dedicated as me? Though I'm not really happy right now, I will be once I get my next promotion, right?
Oh, okay, that sounds great. Seems like you guys are gonna have an awesome summer.
Oh,
Yes?
yo, Mr. Lin, where are you going for summer?
I'm actually gonna be going to one of my friend's wedding that I've known for 10 years, and I'm gonna go to missions after that. So I'm actually gonna be going to Peru.
I can't believe it's been 10 years since Joe and I have graduated from college. And here he is, finally getting married. I still remember times we spent serving in ministry at the church. And I'm glad I stayed with the local church. Had I left for law school, the temptations for wealth and success would have been definitely challenging. But God has altered my choice to pursue law as I continue to walk with Him. It's definitely been a challenge. I'm quite happy that I chose to go on missions. Or I would not have met my beautiful wife. The Lord has blessed me with 4 wonderful children, and even though life has been a struggle, I've been able to understand the importance of my role to my family. The journey to raise my family under Christ and invest in the next generation, God has provided me that opportunity. I can help with inner city kids, relate with them, understand the things that they go through, not having the proper role models. And now that I'm a teacher, it's not about earning the money in order to solve people's problems, but really taking that action and the time to provide ways to resolve the conflict through the gospel. Truly, I am a blessing. And He's been faithful to Joe as well. I just hope that I can continue trust in Him in all things.
I don't know what to do. Well, it's a lot about what we talked about earlier, right? Not trusting in our own feelings or what we think is right, but trusting in God that He will guide our steps. Remember, Scripture is truth, and it's our guide for what we should do in life. So just always go back to truth. So don't worry, I know what you feel like. So
Thanks so much for the reminder.
yeah, and thanks for joining me on my lunch break. I have a lot of work to do, and I'm sure you have class too, right?
Yeah, I actually have to get going.
Okay. Did you want to take some salad to go?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, take care. Bye. It's so nice meeting with collegiate girls like Emily, now as a part of college staff at church. What a blessing it's been to shepherd them and help them develop biblical convictions. Things were so different for me back in college. Oh look, it's Joe and Grace's wedding invitation. She finally mailed them out. I still can't believe they're getting married. It's been a long journey for them since their dating days back in college. Before I came to know Christ, my life motto used to be work hard, play hard. All I did was study and party. That got me into so much trouble. There were messy relationships, and it took me nearly 4 years to pay off the credit card debt I had racked up from all the designer bags and clothes I bought, just to keep up with my sorority sisters. Thinking back, I'm actually thankful for the hard times that my family went through financially, because it pretty much forced me out of my sorority. I ended up moving in with Grace, actually, and she was the one who shared the gospel to me for the first time, and she brought me out to church. Even after becoming a Christian, life wasn't easy. Mom was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I had to move back home to help Dad out, while still balanced work full-time at a small engineering firm. It was a scary time, but through it all, I could see God's faithfulness providing for me and my family. That time also became an opportunity for me to share the gospel with my parents. They were hostile to me being a Christian at first, but it was through those hard times that they became more open, because they saw that how I changed and how trusting in God had changed my attitude and my relationship with them. As for work, it used to be so important to me, but now I've come to see that work is more of a means to an end, and it's allowed me to be at peace with how my career is shaping up. And who would have ever thought I would join a church plant? Never in a bajillion years. But to think that just last year, my church announced that they were going to be planting a church in the inner city. It took a lot of prayer and counsel, but I'm so glad that I decided to take that step of faith and grow in dependence in God alone and just go. Mom's cancer is now in remission, and our family is really excited by that news. And by the grace of God, she and Dad are actually attending church now and going to a Bible study. As for my career, there haven't been too many engineering positions in this new city, but I'm so thankful that God has still provided a job for me, even if it's not what I expected it to be. God has already been very good to our church plant team.
All right, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Man, I can't believe it's been 10 years already.
So fast.
I know. Now Joe and Grace is getting married. Wow.
So crazy.
Doesn't this remind you guys of retreat from senior year?
Yeah, definitely.
We're sitting exactly like this.
So what happened about you going to medical school and going medical missions?
But I did go to school. I actually got a perfect score on my MCATs.
Wow.
Yeah, not easy, but I did do it. Again, not easy, but I do it. I was #1 in my program. Got to do whatever residency I wanted to. But extremely busy. Now I'm 300K in debt from all the work and school. So just trying to pay it off, but I think as soon as that's done, I get my next promotion and set my parents aside and have enough money in the bank, I'll probably still do the missions thing. What about you, Wes? How's the whole law thing going?
Yeah, I mean, I remember we talked about that, just kind of decided I wanted to go to law school, but, after that summer, I kind of, took some time to volunteer and really help inner city kids, and, being in church with Joe many years and Miranda as well, I think, pursuing, helping those in the inner city and just kind of being able to share Christ's love with them, I think that's something that really was fulfilling for me. And at the same time, was the calling that I felt I needed to continually pursue. So,
Cool.
yeah.
Interesting.
Also being married is definitely been a challenge, but I'm really blessed to have a beautiful wife and 4 kids. God's really blessed me in this area. Yeah, so 4 kids, 2 sons, 2 daughters. So yeah, but
Wow.
it's all God's blessing. It's all Him. So, how's everything with you, Andrea?
Oh yeah, life is great. I'm senior manager of one of the top consulting companies. I don't know if you've heard of them, McKinsey. I've been getting promoted, it's been great. I just landed a really big company, Waze. Yeah.
Oh, Waze. Oh, the traffic company.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's one of the top apps. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's great, and I'm married. We just bought a house, and sorry, one second. I'm sorry, it's so needy. Sorry about that. That was my husband. And yeah, we just bought a house and just bought a new car, and so it's great. Yeah. So things have been going good.
How you been, Miranda?
Well, similar to what I said 10 years ago, but of course God has grown me a lot. Like Wes said, I'm going to the same church as Joe and Grace. And, but actually we started a church plant recently, so I joined that, and things have been going really well. I'm not working as an engineer anymore because the city that I'm living in, they don't have too many engineering jobs, but I still manage to find a job and can support myself, so that's been good, and just really thankful for what God has been teaching me through. I've been working on college staff in our church, so that's always been a blessing, meeting with girls and Yeah, it reminds me of my college days and how I was saved. So, yeah, God is good, definitely.
Yeah. Well, oh gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. The conversation was great, but I have a flight to catch. Tommy, you wanna?
You're going to? Okay, yeah, I'll go with you too.
Okay, cool.
Okay, guys.
All right, well, it
Good
was
seeing you
really
guys.
nice
Bye.
seeing you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care.
Yeah.
We should catch up soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Bye.
Lots has changed.
I thought they were going to do things to, glorify God, but it seems they're headed some other direction.
Yeah. Definitely keep them in our prayers, and that's something that takes a different direction, I guess, in life.
Yeah. I'll see if I can get in touch with Andrea.
Me too. I'll try to keep in touch with Tommy as well.
Sounds good. All right. Tell your wife I said hello.
Definitely.
It's nice seeing them.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Can you take us to the airport, please?
It was good seeing them.
Wow, I can't believe Wes gave up law school. It's amazing. He looks actually really happy.
And Wes gave up being a lawyer to be a teacher. Teachers don't really make that much, do they?
Wow, I can't believe Miranda gave up engineering. She's going on a church plant. It's pretty crazy.
What's a church plant? That where, like, you plant stuff with your church?
Man, those guys actually did what they said 10 years ago. What have I done? Yeah, I'm making money, but not really happy. Man, I don't know. They seem like they have it figured out.
Yeah, I guess it would be alright to give up all of that if I were a Christian, but how am I gonna pay for my shoes and my car and my mortgage? And I don't know, there's really no point in that. I don't know, I like climbing the ladder.
Oh, I should give Bliss a call. And I really need to start thinking about how I can change my life and get right with God.
Oh, I hope Miranda doesn't call me. Oh gosh, she's probably gonna talk to me about God and stuff.
Just seeing the importance of trusting God and not relying on my own understanding, especially in the areas of work and even in my personal life. So I'm really grateful for doing this project.
Specifically in the context of my job situation, I was actually unemployed for quite a bit, and it was very tempting to just be very anxious and very uncertain about what was going to happen in the future with my job and career. But this passage really helped me to realize that God is in control, and He's the one who really I should rely on for wisdom. And it really helped me get through a pretty tough time. And even now, when I do have a job now, it's definitely going to help me to have a better perspective as to how to go about my job and how to make decisions based on my career and just other important life decisions. This is a very important time for singles, for me especially, to just make very different kinds of decisions to go further in life. And I think having the right perspective is very important, having the right godly perspective to align my will with God's will.
So through this project, I've really been encouraged by just the members in my group and how their desire to study God's Word has also encouraged me to do so as well, especially with Proverbs 3, 5 to 6, 7, and 8. Just talking about trusting in God and that it encompasses all areas of our life, not just with the future or with jobs or careers or relationships, but everything. And not only trusting in God partially, like with our minds, but with our entire hearts, entire beings as well. I think it's so easy just to trust God mentally and know that He will be there and guide us, but to trust God with our hearts as well, and to believe it and understand it and let my life live it out. I think with recently having graduated from college, there were a lot of uncertainties in the air, but I'm so glad that this verse particularly reminded me that we are to trust the Lord, to fear the Lord, and that good things will result out of our obedience to God. So I'm really glad for this project, and I'm just really thankful for the time to just learn something more in depth and hopefully be able to use the skills I've learned in studying the Bible into other passages, and hopefully that we'll truly learn to treasure the Word and to pray the Word. So I'm really thankful for this Bible study project. I think I learned a lot about how to study the Word, and Proverbs 3:5-8 is actually one of my favorite verses, and it was a great blessing to just be able to look more in depth and to just study the words for their origins and look at commentaries, and this is actually something I haven't really done before, and yeah, I learned a lot, and these are great skills for me to take on to when I study the Word on my own later on. And I'm also really just thankful just for this passage, and this verse is such an encouragement to my life, and I hope that it's also an encouragement to all of you, because I feel like trusting the Lord and fearing the Lord is so relevant and applicable to every stage of life, and in all the decisions that we make as singles, and trusting and fearing the Lord and for the future and not relying on our own judgment is so key.
I was really glad actually when I found out that the group that I was placed in was studying this particular passage. I think I was glad because I think it's one of the areas that I struggle with the most in terms of being anxious and worrying and being prideful in thinking that I have the best judgments and that I'm wise and all knowing. But this passage was really convicting, just studying it deeply, and especially studying the rewards that are promised in the passage when we do trust in the Lord and put our trust in His wisdom and not in our own wisdom. So, yeah, I learned a lot, and I wish I had been at Sola for, the hermeneutics part of it, and but coming in, I was definitely glad that I came and was placed in this group.
Real learning experience. I think if you really want to be serious with your Christian walk, you really have to learn how to study the Word of God and to really treasure it. So my hope is that for myself and for everyone else, we really take the tools that we learned during this particular project and really just apply it going forward.
I think for me, it just helped me to see just how much more I need to be dependent on God, that in anything, small or big decision, if I really want to honor God with everything that He's given me and be able to really live my life for His glory, these verses need to really strike home at the heart, and that's how we can really see change. And so I was really encouraged to work with just my group mates and be able to share just how we've been learning through this process, and I'm really thankful for the tools and just the practice that we get to be able to look at Scripture deeper. So I hope you were encouraged by the video. I think it was really the tone that we wanted to convey, that these are real life situations that we could face or that we could be facing. So
Hey everybody, hope you guys enjoyed the skit that we had prepared, and really
it was a lot of fun.
Thank you to everybody in the group. Miranda, thank you, Andrea, thank you, Emily, Trish,
Thank you, Tommy.
thank you, Tim.
And really honestly, thank you, Grace and Joe, for opening up you guys' place, letting us have this opportunity as well. I think one of the things I learned from this is definitely knowing how to read the Bible, observing, applying these things. So going over Proverbs is kind of one of the things that helps you kind of build on the glad to this opportunity. And for those of you that didn't have a chance to do this, maybe we have another study. It'd be a lot of fun just to study the Bible and go over the skits and so forth. But yeah. Thanks for watching and thanks for participating. And yeah, I'll look forward to God.
That's it.